Hey guys, and welcome to Assassin's Creed Revelations. I literally finished Brotherhood less than 3 hours ago, and I'm like, I might wait another month to play this. But then I'm like, I don't want to wait. I don't. I really don't want to play. I don't want to wait. So yeah, here I am. So yeah, I just had to restart my game temporarily just to see if you can hear me over this background sound. Otherwise, about the background sound, this sound is actually very unique to this game. It's the only soundtrack in the whole Assassin's Creed series I know of, soundtrack I know of, that makes me cry. And that's because this game includes Altaïr and his downfall, and I say downfall because it's the end of his reign over the games. And it's also Ezio's last game, so it's meant to be a good farewell. And honestly, this game is perfect for a farewell for those two. It's sad, but at the same time, it's very hopeful. I don't know why the song sounds hopeful to me, but it just sounds hopeful. Because these types of songs with... Usually it's a girl's voice that does it, but with the high singing, and it just sounds awesome. This song is actually called Assassin's Creed Theme for Assassin's Creed Revelations. Just look it up, Assassin's Creed soundtrack. But otherwise, if you guys have already played the other games recently and you remember everything about the story, feel free to skip ahead a few minutes. I'm just going to quickly go over the basic information we know of the past 3 games. And when I say basic, I don't mean all the killings we've done, I don't mean anything like that. I mean the story of the Assassin versus the Templars and the Eden stuff. So basically, one major thing I wanted to bring out was the differences between the games of the Assassins and the Templars. In Assassin's Creed 1, it's very put into your eyes that the Assassins have their own city, they're a very great force, and they're at war with the Templars all over the place, and that the Templars are always in high places and have control over armies, while the Assassins are always having their own people, and they call themselves brother, and there's not as much of them compared to the Templars, meaning the Templars have the power. And that bit is understandable, and there's a big war going on. That changes in Assassin's Creed 2, though. In Assassin's Creed 2... no, I don't want to do that. I want to show you the trailer after this. In Assassin's Creed 2... basically in Assassin's Creed 2, you realize that the Templars are still higher in control, and the Assassins don't have a city anymore, as far as we know. As far as we're made clear of, the Assassins are in hiding. Not only does your father keep away from you, his own son, and when I say his father, I mean Ezio's father, Giovanni, you find out later on that Giovanni's an assassin. There's even a video on YouTube where it's a live video, a live 30-minute movie called Assassin's Creed Lineage. Look it up, it's awesome, it's all about Giovanni. And it's literally the time just before Assassin's Creed 2, just before Assassin's Creed 2 starts. It's what Giovanni goes through as an assassin. It's awesome to watch. I recommend it. Didn't mean to do that. But basically you realize that assassins aren't as open anymore. They're not even open to anyone around. In Assassin's Creed 1, people were talking about the assassins. The assassins openly wore their robes. They were having their own city. They called themselves brother. But in Assassin's Creed 2, Giovanni doesn't even tell his own kids he's an assassin. His wife probably knows, but that's because it's his wife. But the Assassins are all in hiding, and the Templars probably don't tell each other they're Templars. They don't tell the city they're Templars, but you usually can tell they're Templars because they're the ones in control. Templars are always in control. Even Mario doesn't openly say he's a Templar, except for when he tells Ezio, obviously. But even the people who teach you don't even tell you they're Templars, but that's found out when you fight Rodrigo for the first time. They all come in and they explain they're Assassins. But then in Brotherhood is the funny time. Brotherhood, I realized something. Did they ever mention the word Templar? I don't think so. At least, not towards anyone important. It's not even mentioned that Cesare is a Templar, but you can usually tell he's a Templar because of his control. And usually the Assassin's Creed games are all about killing Templars, so you assume, oh, I'm killing this guy because he's a Templar, I'm killing that guy because he's a Templar. It's never explained if they're a Templar or not, it's just explained that they're key points to getting this one guy, and you're after Cesare because he killed your uncle, Mario. But it's never actually explained where the Templars are, if they're Templars at all. There's a difference between Templars and people who just want control. So, while I do admit Cesare was probably a Templar because he's a person in control, it's only a guess. It's never actually assumed, it's never actually properly pointed out Cesare is a Templar. It's never even explained where the Templars are or what they're doing at that clear moment. We know he wants the apple, but that's because he probably researched about the apple. The apple's been around for years because Rodrigo wants it. He's connected to Rodrigo. But if Cesare was just some random person in the middle of nowhere, no connections to Rodrigo or anyone from Assassin's Creed 2, and he had the apple, then yeah, it would probably be accepted. Oh, he's a Templar, he knows about the apple. But just because he's friends with Rodrigo doesn't mean he's a Templar. It just means Rodrigo probably told him about the apple because he was probably sure of himself at the time because he's the Pope. I'm still hesitant on Cesare being a Templar only because it's never mentioned. But otherwise, that's just something I wanted to bring up. Throughout the 3 games that we've played so far, the Templars and the Assassins have died down. The Assassins because they didn't have as much people, but the Templars, I think it's because of Ezio. Ezio went on a really large amount of killing in Assassin's Creed 2. There is a lot more targets in Assassin's Creed 2 than there is in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. And I think due to that, the Templars have lost their control in many areas, and the name Templar has died down. Another thing I wanted to bring up was the Apple of Eden. Now, the Apple of Eden, the first one we saw was in Assassin's Creed 1, and that's the one that Al-Mualim got from Solomon's Temple. And that's also the one you see at the end of Assassin's Creed 1, because it comes up with a map of the world and stuff like that. And then the game ends. And that's what everyone's after. They're trying to find out where it is. That Apple of Eden is a completely different one to the one Ezio finds in Assassin's Creed 2. The one Ezio finds was hidden away somewhere, and Rodrigo found out where to get it because of a book. And that's also the same Apple of Eden that got Ezio to be known as the Prophet. He's the one who showed up in Venice to get the apple, and the assassins are like, "You're the Prophet, you are the one who will lead us to victory." And so they thought, but yeah, Ezio was the one to lead him to victory, but he was also the messenger. The Prophet, in case no one realizes the difference between a prophet and a hero, the Prophet is the one who lets everyone know of the danger. It doesn't mean he's the one to stop it. In this case, Ezio was the Prophet to Desmond. He's the one giving Desmond the message, because Desmond is looking through the memories of the Prophet, basically. In case you didn't know that, just because Ezio's doing a lot, doesn't mean he is the main character. He is the main character of the game, but Desmond's the one who has to do everything in the end. He's the hero. But there is another thing I like to make clear before I start this game. The work the ones who came before went through. That whole story about, oh, the apple will go from this place to that place, and something about a prophet that was mentioned in Assassin's Creed 2. Remember there was a point where they talked about the book and the 2 Apple of Edens and stuff like that, which is the staff and the apple, I think it was, they were talking about? The ones who came before had to go through so much planning to work out what would happen. And the thing is, I guess, do we see them as an enemy? I don't think we see them as an enemy. But if we did, I don't think we would be able to beat them. It's like they can see right through us. They know every action we're going to make. If they knew every action we're going to make years to come, so many years in fact, that book was old. They had to know what we were going to do to be able to write that book, and that book was old, which means it was wrote ages ago. What kind of technology did they have to be able to see that far into the future? That's one thing that I'm really amazed about. The fact that they were able to do that. But otherwise, that's all I wanted to talk about. I do find those key points interesting a lot. The fact that the Templars have died down. I already knew the Assassins had died down because Masyaf is basically gone. Well, not gone. You'll see. But also the fact that the Assassins are dying and the Templars seem like they're dying as well. Well, I don't really... That's the difference. We were only shown Rome, so for all we know the Templars could be elsewhere. And we do know that the Templars are in more places than just Firenze and stuff like that. They're all over the place. But Firenze and Rome, mainly, the Templars have died down a lot. And I mean a lot. But otherwise, I really want to get into this game. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to restart the game, and I'm going to play it when the trailer thing starts. And when I say trailer thing, I mean at the start of each game there's a trailer thing that shows what the game is going to be about. and I really want you guys to see that before we start, so be right back. And on the full trailer of that game, he pulls the rope around the guy's neck, jumps off, the guy ends up getting pulled against the plank thing, the guards have to cut the rope, and Ezio ends up falling down, hitting another wooden plank, which you will see. So otherwise, yeah, finally getting into it. I've actually got DLCs for this. I've got Last Archive, which is basically about Subject 16, and his real name is Clay Klazamak, or whatever it's called. And it goes into his background story. Subject 16 is really cool. In this game, you will find there's collectibles called data fragments, and the data fragments actually become useful in this game, but only 30 of them become useful. The other ones are basically just if you want to collect them all, and of course I'll be collecting them all. Hopefully this game doesn't end like Brotherhood, because Brotherhood really disappointed me. And I say that with a pretty sad voice, honestly, sorry. I wanted to go 100% that game, except I didn't know Ubisoft was going to become a dick and go, I'm going to put some flags into these secret areas you can only go to once, unless you repeat the memory. And I was not going to repeat a memory just for the sake of getting maybe one flag. So that really upset me that I couldn't just find them in Rome normally, because that would be so easier to do. Even if there are a lot, and I know you're probably going to say, oh, you want it all easy. Yeah, I want it easy, but I also don't want it to be troublesome by going through another memory and hoping it's there. Like, I don't know which ones I've already gotten, so if I've already got the one in that room, in that memory, then I'm just going through the memory for no reason. But otherwise, yeah, let's get into it. Without any further ado. Extras. Exclusive contact. The hands. Whoa, not doing that again. I clicked on it and it completely exited. Well, it didn't exit my game. It minimized it and made me go to Steam. Let's see what this one is. This game sure loves annoying me. So basically, the Ancestor Character Pack and the Mediterranean Traveler Pack for multiplayer. Mediterranean Travel Map is extra areas to go to on multiplayer, and Ancestors Character Pack is extra characters to play as in multiplayer. Lost Archive is Subject 16's backstory. So otherwise, I'm going to mess around with the settings just for a bit, and we will head into this story. Alright, so I installed Sweet Effects, as usual. I installed it on Watch Dogs, Final Fantasy 13, Brotherhood, and Skyrim, and now I'm installing it on here before I start. So, it's a little dark, but I'm sure it will get better when we get into bright areas. Otherwise, I have about 30 minutes until I head to bed, so we have enough time to start this. So, call myself Fake Law. Here we go.
We can keep him like this for a few days, maybe a week.
Call ahead. Tell him we're on our way.
As soon as we're clear.
Desmond Miles. Your life has changed so much in so little time. 2 months ago, you were pouring shots for bankers and celebrities. But now look at you. You're an assassin. One of us. One of the good guys. Isn't that nice? Men and women dedicated to protecting and preserving human life and liberty. Not like those Templars. Cold and calculating autocrats, drunk on power, obsessed with order, all that. We're doing our best to stop them. Yeah. Doing our best. But you remember all this, right? You remember the Animus, the machine we used to unravel genetic memories and relive the lives of our ancestors? First, you were Altaïr, a stoic 12th century assassin from the Holy Land. Then, you were Ezio Auditore, a wealthy Italian with charisma and a talent for revenge. So, what do you three have in common? That's right, the Apple of Eden. That strange artifact left behind by those people. The ones who came before. You know the apple's power. You felt it for yourself. Oh, it's been fun, hasn't it, Desmond? But that's about to change. Your mind is fragmented, falling to pieces. And if you don't find a way to wake up, you may lose yourself. Forever.
Okay, I shut down the Animus monitoring system to free up a lot of memory, but even like this, it's still risky.
Desmond will be fine. The partition worked, the Animus is stable, and his signs are good.
For now. But this was built to recreate memories, not simulate entire cognitive processes.
The Animus will do its part, and Desmond will do the rest.
I am mind-gasming right now because of theories about Subject 16.
I can't move. I can't. No. Hello?
So if you walk too far here, it starts a cutscene. Oh my god, my head. Okay, so when I played this game in the past, I didn't understand a lot about this. And to put that into words, I didn't understand much about Subject 16. But the way Subject 16 was laughing, the way his voice was crackling out, I'm wondering what the hell happened to him. Because, yes, torture can do that to someone. But, okay, so just so you understand, he went into the Animus for so long that, hang on. Okay, good, sound's still going on. I was wondering, but was the soundtrack stopped? He was in the Animus for so long, his mind fragmented, just like Desmond is doing right now. He found stuff that basically did his head in. He couldn't understand it, and it messed around with his head, causing his mind to just shatter, because he was unable to withstand what was going on. Basically, the term is, humans are weak. That's basically the best term that can come to my head right now. We're weak, and if there's anything, even like advanced technology beyond our imagination. I like the sensitivity about it, there, by the way. Awesome. It feels nice to be able to do high sensitivity stuff. Anyway, his mind is fragmented like ours is doing right now. Desmond, the reason his mind is fragmenting is because Juno controlled him, caused him to do stuff he didn't want to do, and his mind was unable to fight it back. If he hadn't fought back, he'd probably be fine. But because he fought back, his mind just couldn't handle the pressure, and he's in a coma, trying to fight through it. They explain what actually is going on later on, but yeah. But Subject 16, what the hell happened to him? He went crazy. He basically, when we stole that thing in Assassin's Creed 2, the memory core at the start of Assassin's Creed 2, Subject 16's memory is in there, and it's growing because, and the code is causing it to grow out, and that's why Subject 16 is able to talk to us. Anyway, here we go. It's a wonderful place.
Just walk right past me.
16?
No, they didn't tell you my name.
Oh, God damn it, I'm still in the Animus?
Quite a shock you suffered out there.
Rebecca! Get me out of here.
They can't help you, Desmond. You're a broken man. Your mind, it's broken.
Broken. I feel fine.
So did I.
Hey!
Look at me now! Let's talk, buddy.
So I actually like the 3D effects, so it makes
Walk with me.
it
What
makes
is this place?
faces look
It's
pixelated
nice,
a
isn't
little.
it? We're in the guts of the Animus. The original test program. No memories here, just basic physics, weather simulations. Hello, world. You're lucky someone
like
up there
that.
had the sense to plug you in here. Saved your life.
Saved it from what?
Right now, you should be sitting in a hospital ward, drooling and chewing on your tongue. For now, the Animus is keeping you intact, keeping all your ancestors from collapsing into one big mess. But if you can't find a sync nexus, all those personalities will smash together. And that won't be pretty.
A sync nexus.
I'm getting there. Hold on.
Sorry, that message was staying there. The reason I like that oh, whoops. Okay.
There. That thing is your way out.
You're screwing with me.
Here's the problem. Your brain is hash. Too many ghosts in your head, too many voices. So how do you fix that? You claw your way back into the stored data, you find unfinished memories, and you crack them open. Finish what you started, until your ancestor has nothing left to show you. That is a sync nexus. And when you find it, the Animus can separate Desmond from Ezio and Altaïr and send you home. Back to your body.
How do you know all this?
Because it happened to me. But my body, it's worm food now. So I'm stuck here. A word of warning? When you step through there, everything changes. Nothing feels normal. But you are still in control, and it's up to you to find your way out.
Right.
If you hurry, you might make it back in time for Lucy's funeral.
What?
Ah! Oh, I thought you knew.
Lucy. so sorry. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was that voice. Juno. She took hold of me. She made me. What am I doing? What have I done?
Yeah, that's basically what this is. We're trying to complete the memories. Here we go. Ubisoft presents a game by loading screen. Ubisoft Montreal. Ubisoft Annecy. Ubisoft Bucharest. Ubisoft Kiev. Ubisoft Masyaf. Ubisoft Quebec. Ubisoft Singapore.
Claudia,
And Ham.
my dearest sister. I have been in Acre a week now, safe and in high spirits. But
Remember the name
prepared for
Acre?
the worst. The men and women who have fed and sheltered me here also give me warning that the road to Masyaf is overrun by mercenaries and bandits, not native to this land. What this could mean, I dread to guess. When I first set out from Roma 10 months ago, I did so with a single purpose: to discover what our father did not. In a letter written the year before my birth, he makes mention of a library hidden beneath the stones of Masyaf Castle. A sanctum full of invaluable wisdom. So what will I find when I arrive there? Who will greet me? A host of eager Templars, as I fear most strongly. Or nothing but the whistling of a cold and lonely wind. Masyaf has not been home to the assassins for almost 300 years now. Can we still claim it for our own? Are we welcome there?
Doesn't look like it.
I am wary of this fight, Claudia. Not because I am tired, but because our struggle seems to move in one direction only, towards chaos. Today, I have more questions than answers. This is why I've come so far. To find clarity. To find the wisdom left behind by the great Altaïr. So that I may better understand the purpose of our fight. And my place in it. Should anything happen to me, Claudia, should my skills fail me, or my ambition lead me astray, do not seek retribution or revenge in my memory, but fight to continue the search for truth, so that all may benefit. My story is one of many thousands, and the world will not suffer if it ends too soon.
I'm just gonna keep sweet effects off. It makes things a little too dark. I'm sorry. You guys will probably like that because you want to be able to see everything, and I do too. So I'm just gonna keep sweet effects off. Fuck it. Yeah, it looks... this should be bright, but it's not in sweet effects. See? Altaïr! Hello. Altaïr Ibn-La'Ahad. La'Ahad, I mean. La'Ahad. If one man was responsible for changing the face of the modern assassins forever, it was this guy, Altaïr Ibn-La'Ahad. Born in the Holy Lands in 1165, to parents he hardly knew, into an order he did not choose. Altaïr nevertheless proved himself a devoted pupil and capable fighter before he was out of his teens. Still can't use the scroll to go past this. In 1189, just as the Third Crusade was gathering steam, Altaïr stunned even his attentive mentor, El Mualim, by almost single-handedly routing a wave of Crusader soldiers from the steps of Masyaf Castle. From that day onwards, Altair's name was known to all assassins. Over the next 2 years, his reputation as a stubborn but deadly fighter eclipsed every minor detail of his mysterious life. Loved by few but admired by all, his impeccable talents were the source of both his incredible success and his overbearing arrogance. But this was only half the story. Since youth, Altair had shown signs of possessing a rare sixth sense that allowed him unprecedented access to the emotions and intentions of his opponents and allies. Dubbed Eagle Vision by his fellow assassins, Altair honed and perfected this sense in secret, always wondering if this curious ability that set him apart of the rest would prove a liability. Thanks to the memory stored in Altair's 5 Masyaf keys, we can now get a good glimpse on the man himself, instead of setting for vague glimpses through the Templars' frankly primitive Animus 1.28 avatar projection system. Oh, so what we're seeing is Altair's projection via the Animus. Is it Ezio seeing him though? I wonder if that's a thing. Is Ezio actually seeing him, but we're seeing a projection of him? But yeah, okay.
Get him, you fools! Kill that bastard!
You are not killing anyone. By the way, we don't have any weapons yet.
Everywhere! Top to bottom! I want him dead!
Boom, boom, boom. Oh, tutorial. Okay. They do tutorials now, it would seem. Nope, no tutorials. Okay. We shall follow in your football hand steps, Altair. I like how they fully went into what Eagle Vision actually is, because they just slapped it into the game. They slapped it in. They didn't really explain about it, but now they have. It's broken. I have got another sweet effects thing for this. But I'll test it out later. Full synchronization. Kill a Byzantine Templar with a counter kill. That's easy. Hey. Seriously? Boomba.
Now, go!
Boom. Press the right mouse button or empty when an enemy hits or something to do a counter kill? What? Why empty mouse button? That's very odd. Oh, he wanted me to use the thing. I can do that. Boomba. Oh good, we have the jump thing from the get-go. That's nice. I like that. But yeah, this is what Masyaf is 300 years after Assassin's Creed 1. I like it. By the way, it's pretty easy to die here, so don't. Should have put him off the edge, but didn't think. Ooh, what's this? Ooh. Wow, we trust it that well. We don't care if we die. Oh, you really want to fight me, bro? Okay, the counter kill is a little slow on this game. Usually you can do it instantly, but not anymore. Your next available missions are always shown on your map and then mini-map. Got it. Can I loot? Yes, I can loot. Lamb's blood is used to scar victims and to believing they have been wounded, making them vulnerable to attack. Used to make the tactical blood bomb. Oh yeah, bombs are in this game. It's a little spoiler. Air assassinate. Do I have? Oh yeah, you have two buttons in this game. Two things in this game. One for normal weapons, one for just yeah. How do I use these ones, the secondary weapons? Hello? That's enough out of that. Hi friend, that'll help. Combo.
Be merciful, please. I am a working man with a family.
Doing what kind of work?
Digging mostly. It took me a year to find this chamber. And for the past 3 months, I've been trying to break through this door.
You've not made much progress.
I have not made a dent. This stone is harder than steel.
I doubt you will. This door is guarding objects more valuable than all the gold in the world.
Ah, do you mean gemstones?
There are keyholes here. Where are the keys?
These Templars found one beneath the Ottoman Sultan's palace. As for the others, I suppose the little book will tell them.
What book?
A journal of some kind. That ugly captain, he carries it with him wherever he goes.
Go home. Find work with honest men.
Oh, I would love to leave this place. But these men, they will murder me if I try.
Pack your tools.
I will take care of them. Do not fail a single tale. Okay. A mysterious journal has brought the Templars to Masyaf. Templars to Masyaf. Find the Templar captain, and recover it. A journal of some kind. So where are the keyholes on this door? I can't see them. And if those circle things are keyholes, they look like big keys then. I want to have a look at this properly. Keyholes? Keyholes? I don't see keyholes. Like, as I said before, if those keyholes are really big and involve a lot of pointy things that go into these holes each, then that's weird keyholes, but I don't see keyholes otherwise. Maybe I'm just blind. I don't know. Oh, that was a weird way to just go through a door normally. Oh, it's this place. I want to do that. How would I do that? Can I use my sword? Nope. Tap E to throw a knife at your target. Hold and release E to charge 3 knives and throw them. Doesn't do anything. How do I jump out the window? I want to jump. Oh, hi. going on? Yes, I know I have to go out there, but I want to do stuff first. Was there something here? I don't know. That was weird. Okay, so I've never actually done that before. That was curious. Here's more. Hi. What are you doing this time? Friend? Was he trying to talk to someone? That's what it looked like. Anyway, I think that's all we can do. I really wanted to jump out that window, honestly. But I guess we can't. That sucks. Alright, let's go.
The assassin must not get his hands on that book. When we reach Leandros, we will escort him out of the village. You stay behind and make sure we're not followed.
Oh, no worries, mate. You won't be followed. But this guy will be. Find the whoops. That was close. Where are you going? Going up there. Oh, 4 of them. Hey.
Who saw what happened here?
Cool. Phosphorus creates a dense smoke cloud that blinds anyone standing in it, used to make smoke screen bombs. Skunk oil has a repulsive odor and is used to incapacitate victims who are repelling. Use Ezio's parachute. Oh, so we do have the parachute. Nice. Reach the village. How would we activate the parachute? Oh, so it does it automatically? That's cool. Also, we have to follow one of the 9 Templars. Okay. I don't see how you could fail this tailing anyway. Like, maybe you fail with the parachute somehow, or maybe the guards at the castle annoy you so much you can't get to this guy in time. I don't know. But otherwise, if you can get here in time, it's very hard to fail it. So where is he going?
None of you leave until the assassin is dead. Do you understand?
Ignore me, Kirilo. He seems to have found us.
Panic! Panic!
Here comes one of the annoying parts of the game. Full synchronization completed. And I say annoying because you have to climb up the rope while dodging stuff. This part always annoys me. The rest of the game's fine, I don't mind.
Alright, I felt that.
He's behind us! There! You see him?
What are you doing? Basta! Down.
Come on.
Die, you bastard!
I don't think I can use my... Oh, wait, no, I can't. Climb, climb, climb.
Just a scratch. Basta!
So it's really just surviving now, I think, because I can't climb it.
Run, you stupid brute! Take this! Move!
You serious?
Where are you, bastard?
Climb up, climb. There it is. Cool.
Yeah, yeah! Closer! Get closer! Closer! Move! Wait! Not okay!
Whoa! And that's meant to be a hint that there's ragged roads and deadly for characters. Alright, here we go.
You again!
Yeah, you bet.
I have it!
There we go. Seriously, I can't control it. Oh, there it is. Winding up longer than your opponent will deal damage. Like that? I'll probably end up dying on this just because there's a lot of stuff on my side. Yeah, I always die on that one, it's annoying. But then the second time around I'm on full health, so I'm fine.
you understand me? Nothing gets through.
Leandros! There!
Well, well. Look what crawled out of its hole to die. He's at death's door. Finish him off. Bring me his head, or throw yourselves into the canyon!
Used to be so easy.
Hold up here, you sly ball. Can't reach him anymore. He must be here. Search the...
Doesn't quite fit in, does it?
Another stranger.
Could it be that you are every bit as deadly as the legends say? Or am I in charge of an army of drunks swinging sticks? Right this way, Ezio. Nowhere left to run now!
Not for me, and not for you.
Kill that dog! Cut him down!
Aha! Get him!
That dulls the pain.
What does it take to kill you, eh? Why will you not die?
Don't you ever stop howling.
Well, the old hound still has a bite.
The book you carry, where is it?
Niccolo Polo's journal. This will do you no good. Not now. We have found one of the Masyaf keys already, and are closing in on the rest.
What is in that library is not for you, not for the Templars.
It's for me!
You can have Altaïr's books, Ezio. We only want guidance. We only want directions. To the location of the Grand Temple.
Grand Temple? Tell me more, now. Requiescat in pace, bastardo.
This apple. It is a remarkable piece of work. Feel the material, hard as steel, but very light.
You really want to be fooling with that thing?
I do. I absolutely do. I have been waiting a long time to get my hands on one of these.
Okay, you're making me nervous, Bill.
Don't be. I don't think I have the right genes to properly wield it.
Oh, but Desmond, you think he does?
Yeah. Okay, so my mic was off for a lot of that, I'm sorry.
What the hell just happened? You were snooping. Wandering outside the Desmond partition.
Desmond
so once
partition.
the Animus located you, it pulled you back here. It's just following orders. Like a fail-safe program. Trying to keep your poor head intact, whether you like it or not.
What are you doing here exactly?
Playing. Learning. Waiting. A lot of waiting. I keep the Animus distracted as best I can. For you, so you can explore. Otherwise it might hunt you down like a little virus and, delete you.
Well, my guardian angel.
There's no such thing.
Yeah, Thanks.
Well, he doesn't exist either. Well then. So, yeah, I'm going to end the episode here, mainly because we'll be getting into a bigger story after this. Hopefully this game has 12 to 13 sequences,
Sean,
unlike
it's
Brotherhood.
me. What's happening?
Are you at the airport?
Yeah, we're chartering a jet. Are you coming?
Yes, yeah. I'll be there soon.
Good.
They buried her already.
I heard.
The little cemetery outside Rome. Nice place.
God, things got so fucked up so fast.
Is Desmond still out?
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of brain activity, but with the monitoring system shut down, we can't record anything.
Well, keep me posted, okay? I'll see you soon.
God damn it, they had that end in there. Yeah, I got the 5 kills from the haystacks, I got the 100% for that. And yeah, that's really all. So otherwise, I will see you guys next time because it's nighttime right now, and I can't talk too loud because my parents are asleep. So otherwise, I will see you guys next time, and then we will be continuing the life of Ezio. So, see ya.